Welcome, everyone, to our Wellness Wednesday. We have a beautiful treat for you all tonight. My name is Kimberly Sanders, and I hear that there's some fun new friends coming on that might even join this beautiful mission. And that's why we come here every Wednesday, and we love to be space for everyone to be seen and just keep coming into this amazing community. And we highlight different friends that have come in to this amazing community. And we have these shares every single Wednesday. And tonight we have an amazing mom and daughter team, Miss Lily and Tammy Trissel. And they're absolutely incredible. And I hear that Lily's going to be sharing quite a bit of goodness with you all. And tonight we also have my dear friend Yarrow, and she is just absolutely incredible, totally helping so many of us on the path to the superfood nutrition. She is a regenerative health detox practitioner and an herbalist and has been in the healing modalities for many, many decades. My name is Kimberly Sanders, and I have been with Purium for the past 5 solid years. Introduced to it through my homeopathic doctor and his Ayurvedic wife around 8 years ago. So I have just been loving these superfoods now for quite some time. And in the process of myself, like a little bit of my story is I came into this world really allergic to a lot of foods and really needed to find clean foods throughout my whole life. I was allergic to wheat, soy, dairy, corn, like so many different things when I was little. And so it's just made it so that I've been on this mission to find really clean nutrition and really be able to offer solutions to people. And so luckily we have found Purium. It's a beautiful company, pure and premium put together. And it's the most incredible opportunity just for our own healing and wellness and nutrition needs. Being able to utilize some of the cleanest regeneratively grown places on this planet. That is where Purium is having these foods come from. We get to have them live dehydrated. And then just recently, for like what is the most important on so many levels for myself, and I know so many of you that we're wishing to have less and less packaging with the cleanest food at the same time. So that is what Purium has done. We have placed our live dehydrated beyond organic superfoods in compostable packaging that is delivered straight to your doorstep. And in the process of me living this lifestyle myself, I have been able to find so many other beautiful, amazing people that also want to offer these solutions to people and, just change people's lives. The most incredible part is to watch people step into leadership. And that's what we get to do tonight. So, to have this be the most magical job I could ever imagine, to just bring people in, nourish their bodies, detox their bodies, be able to bring people through parasite cleanses and just watch people shine. And I think about Barbara that's on the line. She's on a mission. She's gathering more people. And so this type of call tonight is here for everyone to come to at some point, like you join this business with us and you start wanting to share. And this is a safe place where you can share your heart, share your experiences. And that's what we're going to do tonight. So I am just so thankful that everything that I've said yes to has been this ripple effect for all of these amazing people. And that is what network marketing is all about. It's like, if anybody ever thinks like, ew, network marketing, it's like, wait a minute, there's an ability to have a ripple effect, and we can all help so many people, and we get to watch each other rise, and we get to watch each other bring on different amazing leaders. And I always say, like, you just never know who's right around the corner to be madly in love with. And now my builders know what that means because it's happening. Like Gina just found a Kelly, and Kelly's going to find the most amazing people too. So this community is above and beyond anything I thought I was dreaming big, but it's bigger than I could have ever dreamt. And now, we also have the ability to link arms with our owner, even more so than just with Purium, and be able to link arms with this plastic-free alliance. And we can talk about that another time, but there's just so much good. There's so much solutions that we have to be able to offer people. And so tonight we have Miss Lily Trissel. She's 17 years old, and like all we all do is just sit back and have our jaws on the ground, because she, like, as soon as she talks, you all are just going to be like, oh my gosh, can she please just keep sharing this truth with us and speak her truth. And she brings me more hope than anything out there, because to know that a 17-year-old is this wise, this good, and then we've come and like laid some foundation so that she can just skip along and do whatever she loves to do. And she's following in Yarrow's footsteps too. So I'm excited to hand the mic over to you ladies. And I know Yarrow's going to share some really amazing things too. So without further ado, Miss Lily and Tammy, please, and then Yarrow, and however you ladies want to dance into this beautiful event.
Thank you so much, Kimberly. You're going to make me like cry over here, and we're just getting started. You're the sweetest. I love you so much. Is there anything you want to say first before we get into it?
No, I think we should just share with everyone,
we'll just kind of spitball. Okay. What we wanted to share mainly today is just talking about how essential your health is, and how a lot of what we're taught nowadays, it's just misinformation, and we're not giving our bodies the proper nutrients that we need to thrive and live fully. A couple years ago, never would have recognized this woman sitting next to me. Looking in the mirror, I wouldn't have recognized myself a couple of months ago. I was so, not even on a physical level, but on a mental level as well. Your diet is so huge when it comes to your gut-brain connection, and it's just not something that's talked about. And it's just, that's why I love this community so much. Like I've said over and over, time and time again, like, I think it's so cute that you say that I give you hope. Like, you all give me all the hope in the world. I felt so lost a little while ago and very confused with what I wanted to do with my future. And now I'm so in love with Superfoods, and I'm so in love with all of this and all the things I've been learning. It's just stuff you're not taught. Like, another big part of detoxing, a lot of people get started and they have a hard time seeing results. It's because you're not opening your pathways in order to really detoxify all that stuff you're pushing out. It's like you turn your sink on, but your drain is clogged. So it's kind of counterintuitive. But, as soon as you really learn how to do these heavy metal detoxes, these parasitic detoxes, and get all of that stuff out of your body, you are creating an environment for you to thrive and for you to properly get your food into your cells and nourish yourself. And you feel it. You feel the difference. It's incredible. I love it so much.
and we've just gotten so far off track. I was just telling Lily, I was away for the weekend with my son, with some family members. And it was such a smack in the face, because it was exactly what I used to do when Lily was little. It was the little Edelman's, or those little muffins, the little bites, the little bites. It was Doritos, it was soda pop, it was hot dogs. It's all the standard American things, the things that everybody goes to the grocery store and grabs, not really thinking twice about it, and this is what we've all conveniently turned to, all of these foods that are slowly stealing away our livelihood, our life force. It's shortening our lifespan.
And these foods, it's exactly why, kind of like I was saying, our drains are clogged. This is what's clogging our drains. All of these coagulating foods, these foods that are so fatty and acidic, they're creating an environment for our body where we can't have flow. We have no hydration. We have no movement. And we wonder why we have so much pain and why arthritis is so much more common and joint pain is so much more common. My friends my age, so many friends my age complain about back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, all the pains under the sun that you can imagine. They complain about it. And I'm like, we're so young, and you wonder why you feel this way. You know, you exercise, you're doing all the things, you're having active days, you're not really overweight, you know, it's the food that you're putting into your body. And people are like, well, it's just my genetics, it's my family has arthritis. It's no,
Yeah.
it's
And,
not
and,
what it is.
and that's what everyone did all weekend with the excuses, because all the little kids were running around crying, having meltdowns. I'm like, well, why don't you give them some more sugar? Like,
Right.
you know, and then have another beer so you don't yell at them. I mean, it's just this vicious cycle of, you know, we have to really pull all that stuff out, because it's not about moderation. You know, all of that stuff does have an effect. You know, kids are getting their tonsils taken out. They're having tubes put into their ears. They have behavior issues,
Surgery
ADHD.
is like our fix for everything.
And then
we
you're-
result to these things so quickly when our body is so amazing and it is equipped to heal itself if you give it the proper nutrition and the proper things that it needs to do what it needs to do. So I don't know. It frustrates me a lot, because I mean, you know, Harvey, my little brother, rates in autism are so much more common now. Cancer is so much more common now. 1 in 2 people in America will have some kind of cancer in their lifetime. That statistic is crazy.
Yeah.
We should not, like, that should not be a thing at all, especially when it is, you know, getting more proven to be very, very diet related. And it just makes me so sad to see like so many young people struggling with all of these health issues that they should not be struggling with at this age, like whatsoever. And like I was saying earlier, mental health, that's something huge that is so connected to our gut. It is crazy. We spend so much time putting up these pillars for these social constructs and keeping our lives together. Why aren't we doing that for our mental health? Why aren't we setting up our gut microbiome and all the things that help produce serotonin to go to our brains? Why are we destroying those things and making it harder for ourselves? We're focused on all of the wrong things nowadays because we're so busy trying to please everyone around us, and we're so busy trying to have the fanciest cars, the biggest house, that we're not focusing on what actually matters, and that's our health. And we're just a lost generation, my generation at least. We're just lost. And I think that social media is a really big part of it. I think that, you know, I mean, even when I scroll through my feed, I try to just like as much, you know, as much good stuff as I can, but there's still, you know, the big burgers popping up, the milkshakes with 10 donuts stacked on top of it. It's like, it's all you see. And now I see it and I just like, oh, my stomach does flips. And I'm just,
but we used to go to Dunkin' Donuts every morning before school. We're so guilty of it. We got sucked into it. It's so easy to get sucked into. People are so busy and trying to make ends meet and working 2 jobs just to keep a roof over our head. And that's what I love about this business, is it's given me the ability to stay at home with my children, to focus on the things that matter, to be able to feed them the best foods, and to inspire and motivate other people to do the same thing. And you're getting paid for it. And then your superfoods are getting paid for. I mean, it's just a win-win all the way around. It's like, hey, everybody needs to lose 5, 10, 15 pounds. Everybody needs better sleep. Everyone needs a little bit of a soothe for their nervous system, right? Everyone's nerves are shot. Everyone is stressed. Everyone is dealing with so much. Life is so crazy. Life is so busy, and we take on way too much. So when you start doing this as a business, there are so many good things that happen, and it's not a pyramid scheme. I mean, I've never done an MLM before, but this is the best job I've ever had in my life. And it's so rewarding on so many levels, not just the money, it's the community. It's, you know, seeing all of the good things that we're doing for the world, you know, the world that we're leaving for our children, because, you know, let's face it, you guys, that it's not pretty out there. You go out there and it's sad. You go out to the stores and people are suffering everywhere. The earth is being destroyed, and if we don't do something, who is going to do something?
And
We can't put this on our kids to fix what we're destroying. So we all have to be responsible here for the world that we're leaving to future generations, because at the end of the day, not too much else matters if we don't have a home, right? Our bodies, the earth, we have to take care of those things. And that's what I love about this company. We are the first company to go plastic free, and we are saving the planet. I mean, we're getting other companies on board now. So it's just so exciting to be a part of something so huge. I mean, I always loved recycling, but this is like next level. Like, I never thought I'd be on this mission with all of you beautiful people. So it's so fun and it's so rewarding. And, when you become a part of this, it's bigger than anyone.
And kind of what she was saying with how it's the best job she's ever had, I've seen personally. I think that when you were really bad with your Crohn's, I think that it was also her diet, but I think that it was, a big factor in it was how stressed she was from the jobs that she was working.
Yeah.
That probably made it a lot worse. And it probably made your flare-ups a lot worse when you were working.
And then you have to take your kids to sports, and you're running here and you're running there. And then you got to go out with your friends and you got to do this. And we're all so busy. We're doing so many things. I mean, we're being pulled in 18 different directions.
And that's another amazing thing about these Purium products. Even if you're not diving right into ULT, we were talking about this earlier, I didn't start out like how I am now. I've completely cut dairy and meat basically 100% out of my diet. I don't even want it anymore. But I never thought that I would be able to start like that. Like my friend Sam on this call knows, I used to drink milkshakes every day and make Wendy's trips, and I used to be really bad. And now I just it's not even a thought in the back of my head. Now I look at food and I'm like, I want some hydrating fruit that's gonna replenish my cells in my body and will be mostly digested in my mouth. That's like how my brain works now. I'm like, I don't want that sitting and rotting in my gut and making my armpits stinky. I'm like, I'm good. I'll fix on that.
It's so fun to get healthy together too. So when you have your family doing it with you, get everybody on board. I had to bribe, I'm going to be honest, I had to bribe my kids at first. What kid wants to drink green juice, right? They look at it and they're like, no, thanks, mom.
You just start small. And now my morning drink, she can't even smell it. She's like, I don't know how you drink that in the mornings. That's so gross. So everything's a process. You just have to be easy on yourself, be kind to your body, love your body, listen to your body. And I mean, you really can't go wrong with trying this stuff,
It's the best out there. And we're going to let our beautiful friend Yarrow explain why it's the best. I mean, your food is only as good as the soil it grows in. And this woman knows. I called her the other day. I took my son to a naturopath, and Purium doesn't have any chewable type vitamins, and he's little. He still likes those chewable things. So I'm trying to find something like that. I'm like, Yarrow, I need your big, beautiful brain.
I know. Always like, I want Yarrow's brain when I'm older.
So we're going to let Yarrow tell you a little bit more goodness about everything that we're doing here.
My goodness, you guys are so sweet. Can hardly believe it. I don't do that well just on the spot. You all have to ask some questions. So I'll tell my story, and definitely Purium is the best, highest quality products ever. I would love to hear Tammy's story too. It's pretty profound. And detoxification, Lily is in school right now at the Institute of Regenerative Health, and I just graduated from there. And I had been seeing clients previous to that for about the past 25 years. I've been a certified clinical herbalist. I had my own health food store, and I've helped a lot of people transform their lives. My first really amazing transformation was a guy that had MS. And he came into my health food store, and he just said, hey, let's do something. I'm really sick. I came all the way down here from the UP, way up in the Great White North, and I need help. And can you do it? And I was 20 something. And I was like, hell yeah, I can do it. And we just jumped in and did everything that I could possibly think of. I am definitely all about the shotgun method, in that just throw everything at it that you can, and something is definitely going to work, especially if your intent, which is the most important thing, is to get well. Then of course that is what is going to happen. So I know that part of our focus today was supposed to be detoxification, and it is just really profound what I'm learning lately about the details of scientifically what's going on in your body when you are detoxifying. And we can all imagine, like, obviously, when you go pee, you're losing toxins. When you poop, you're getting rid of toxins. Mucus, of course, is getting rid of toxins as well. When you breathe, you're getting rid of toxins. And I heard a fascinating statistic that you can do breath work and relieve yourself of 70% of your current toxic load just by taking deep breaths. It's nothing specific about which specific ones, or if you have to do it a certain amount of time or anything. You just, that is like the last place that toxins are stored, is in your respiratory system. And 70%, right, Sierra? It's like, it kind of blows your mind. So that is like what's right off the top. And we can always imagine cleansing what's right on the top layer, but sometimes it's a little hard to imagine getting down deeper. So as you progress with cleansing, there's like all these different layers. And by putting Purium and something that is such super high quality and so easily absorbable by the body, because all of Purium products are just food. And food, you have receptors in your body. They're like little keyholes all over everywhere. Your cells have receptors, and then your organs themselves all have receptors as well. And only certain keys fit in the keyholes. And when something is synthetic and is made from chemicals, it doesn't fit in any of your keyholes. So that's something to know and remember about nutrition. When you're bringing nutrition in, you want it to be something that's whole, like a whole molecule that your body can really recognize. It's the same reason that you don't necessarily want to standardize herbs. Like quite a few years ago, it became really popular to standardize something. And that means like they've drawn out the medicinal piece of echinacea. Like they pull out the echinamides and they say like, okay, this is the medicinal piece of this plant. So we're going to pull this out through chemical processes and then just give that to people as the medicinal aspect of echinacea. But as a herbalist who's had a lot of experience working straight up with the plants and the herbs themselves and the goddesses that live inside of them, it's not the whole plant, it's not the whole molecule. So it's not treating the whole problem is how that ends up working out. And then you can think of that also on the other end of that, is that if you're taking in foods or putting things in your mouth or your skin, on your skin, or breathing in that are synthetic or chemical or don't fit into your receptors, your body does not know what to do with them. So oftentimes those things are stored in your liver, and they can show up in your eyes as chemical deposits, and they show up, they try to purge out of your skin. So people that have a lot of problems with not just pimples and stuff, but actually skin problems, rashes and eczema and psoriasis and stuff like that. That's about having too many chemicals built up in the body. And so here, there's just layers and layers of toxicity. And as now in regenerative health, we're like working our way through the layers. You start by opening up your detox pathways, and then you start to dump things in there. And you can tell, you can feel it when your detox pathways are open, that things are actually purging out of your body. And then you kind of plateau and you come to a place where like, oh, the bowels have a lot to do with it. Usually you can tell a lot from how people are pooping. And so you get to a place where you just start like kind of, you stop having sticky, stinky tar-like poops, right? And then your poops are fluffy and you're like, oh my God, I made it. I've like plateaued at this cleaner level. And then you can dive in with more powerful herbs, different supplements. You know, I use other things besides just Purium, but Purium, every single person needs it. And we always start with Purium first, because just by offering these beautiful whole food nutrition, your cells are so happy when you get them in there that you generally start to balance out right from that point. And then once you've been on those foods for a little while, these superfoods, you can see where you're at and dive a little deeper and do parasite cleanses and do all these other things that can happen to get to the place where your body is alkaline and your cells themselves are actually able to regenerate literally anything. Everybody knows, even doctors say that the liver can regenerate. That's been known that just a piece of your liver can be left if you have liver trouble, and or a person can have a liver transplant and they can just get a small piece and the body will actually regrow the liver, which is unbelievable. The liver has at least 400 known functions in the body. All cells can do it. All cells can regenerate. So it's fascinating and absolutely wonderful. And if anybody has any questions, please ask them and I'm happy to go on.
We love you, Yarrow. It's so incredible. And that's exactly, the path that I've been on for the last 2 years to reverse Crohn's, insomnia, migraines, depression, anxiety, borderline personality disorder. The doctors said I had it all.
If there was a diagnosis, you had it.
Yeah. And the world that we're living in, there's just not enough people talking about how to use food as medicine, how to open these pathways. Nobody talks about how your skin is your largest organ. They don't talk about pushing these heavy metals and the parasites out of the body. And so that's what I did. I got a dry brush. I started taking ice baths. I started doing breath work. I started doing sound bath, sound therapy, anything and everything to try to balance out my body again and reverse all the damage. And now that's why I'm so passionate about feeding my kids healthy and preventing. That's the big thing, is we can prevent these things from happening. It's preventative medicine. So that's what we're practicing in our household now. I do get kind of strict, and sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe I'm being too strict, and then I'll let my kids have Wendy's, and then they're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have ate that, so it's a nice friendly little reminder, like, oh, maybe we don't want that, Mom, we don't miss it. So it's all about finding that balance and really just learning things to find instead of the little muffin bites and the gummies and the things that you used to have. And it's fun to do it together as a family and find new fun things and new treats, and going to the grocery store together. And we have a fun little app on our phone that we scan, and you don't have to be an ingredient expert. You can use this little app. There's the Yucca app and the Bobby app, and you just scan the barcode on the products at the grocery store, and it'll tell you if it has bad oil or bad sugar or something that your body just really doesn't know what to do with. There's a reason why America is like one of the most unhealthy, most overfed and undernourished countries in the world. And other countries make fun of us, you guys. Like, we're not cool. Like,
yeah, our
I hate to
diet
break
is a
it to you,
joke to
we're
other
not
people.
cool.
We always joke about being the best and the biggest. And
Yeah.
honestly, if anyone is halfway with it in nutrition, they know that
And it
we are
breaks
eating
my heart.
completely backwards.
My whole family is in the military, and it's like, what are they fighting for? For us to be big dumb idiots, like big drunk dumb idiots, like just like what is our military fighting for, really? For us to destroy the land? And like really, what are we doing? It's time to kind of put our big girl panties on, and like,
at the end of the day, all we can do is try our best. And
Yeah.
that is exactly why I love this community so much, because all that anyone does here is try to spread love and information that's true. And we just all try to be healthy.
And now we're going to give away some free superfoods, because you guys listen to us preach. We're preaching. So we're going to give you some love for sticking with us. And does Allison have the wheel? Where's our Vanna White?
And Allison is on it. So thank you, ladies, so much. Yarrow, thank you so much. We could have another hour of all this goodness. That was absolutely on point. And I know everyone that's going to see this tonight is going to just put all of this information in our pockets and reach out to everyone. And then everyone that's seeing the replay, we're just so excited for you to get to hear this. So Allison, take it away.
All three of you ladies are just absolutely incredible. I have to give it up for you. That was amazing. And I was literally taking notes on things all of you were saying. So thank you. I learned a bunch of things too. So we have our little raffle. Today we're going to give away the Very Berry sample pack, which is a five servings of Power Shake and 5 servings of Dark Berry. And we have like 7 or 8 of you on here. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Whee! So fun. I don't get tired of this. Like, this is so fun. Okay. And looks like we have Rachel. You are the winner of our Very Berry sample pack. Congratulations. Get with whoever invited you to the call and they will hook you up.
Awesome. I'll be sending that out to you. I'm so excited. You get to have a shaker bottle and treats. Best ever. Again, all of this food, live dehydrated, just streaming your body with so much goodness and balancing out any acidity to bringing your body into alkalization where just thriving gets to happen because of it. So thank you all so much for being so amazing and being with us tonight. And yeah, share this with your friends. We'll have the replay out soon. So thanks so much.